Hello, it is time for another Love It, Like It, or Leave It. I have a pile of things, and when my pile gets high, I think, we better get on here and talk about this stuff because I tend to talk a lot. So we need to do it in bits and pieces. So first of all, I was sent, and I'm always honest with you when I'm sent something. Generally speaking, I don't get sent much of anything. So it's very rare, and I always tell you if it was sent to me. Otherwise, it's something that I just purchased with my own money. Anyway, I was sent the Nature Queen Premium Herbal Shampoo and Conditioner by the Nature Queen Company. It's a San Francisco-based company, and they asked if I would be willing to give this a try. They thought it would be something I would like, and I said, yes, please, I'd love to, because I read about it. And basically, it's all natural. It's 9 essential oils and extracts from different herbs, and it's meant to not only cleanse and nourish and do all that wonderful thing, the normal stuff that shampoos are supposed to do for your hair. It also says that it will cleanse your scalp and promote hair growth and just strength that way. So I thought, sure, I'll give it a try. Absolutely. And I did. And the things all wrinkled from being in my shower, the bottles. So this is what these are what the bottles look like. If you can focus, if I move my head out of the way, maybe, there we go, it focuses better. Okay, they come in a little, I love that there's a pump. That's just everything to me. I really, really love how my hair feels after I use this. It's just silky and smooth, and it doesn't feel greasy and doesn't get greasy at all afterwards. It's not like it just adds to the grease or something like that, not at all. But it does something that makes it's just smooth, and it's like silk. I love how it does that to my hair. Basically, I enjoyed it very, very much. This was excellent, excellent product for me. The only part that keeps me away from it, and I'll be 100% honest with you, is the scent. It is all natural. It is, from essential oils. They have a lot of smell to them, obviously, and herbs and, natural ingredients like that. And it does smell like it's quite strong in my opinion. It's very, it's pleasant. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad smell in any way, shape or form. It's very farmer's market herb patch. I'm definitely trying to get over the strength of the scent because I do really enjoy the product, and I love what it does for my hair and my scalp. So I think this is a fantastic product. It's just very highly scented. It's just a strong scent of herbalness, but it is strong. I just want to let you know. So anyway, I do really, really like the product. I am still using it and trying to get more used to the smell so that it doesn't, seem to affect me as much because I really love the product. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you and how I felt about that. And I thank the company of Nature Queen for sending these to me. I appreciated the chance to give them a try. Thank you very much. So I'd have to say, I love the product. I don't care for the strong scent. If you've been with me for any length of time, you will know that I love, love, love my Cinema Secrets brush cleaner. Works so perfectly. I use one of my microfiber cloths that I use for everything. I just spray a little bit on the cloth, and I just run my, just use like eyeshadow brushes and things through it. Cleans it up wonderfully until my next deep cleaning, and you can actually just go right after the cleaning with this and do another eyeshadow color. It just dries instantly. Love this stuff. So when I was in Ulta and I saw that It Cosmetics, which I love It Cosmetics, when It Cosmetics came up with this one, the brush bath, I thought I would definitely give this a try, and I went and did a head-to-head on these two. Absolutely wanted to make sure, were they the same? Did they work as well? And I would say they are very, very similar. The only difference I really have is that I think this has a stronger scent than this one, and quite possibly the brush is drier, faster a little bit with the Cinema Secrets. But I would say that this one gave the Cinema Secrets a good run for its money, and I really do enjoy it. The only issue I have with this, and it's just my own silly problem, is that sitting on my vanity right next to my Glam Glow Glow Setter, is that what it's called? Yes, Glow Setter. There are different colors of pink, I get that, but they're 2 spray bottles. If you're not paying attention, you just might grab your brush cleaner to spray your freshly applied makeup for the day. Not saying I did that, because that would be really embarrassing. I did. but it could happen. So if you're not crazy, that won't be a problem for you. Just keep that in mind. So the IT Cosmetics Brush Bath would definitely have to be a love it. It works fantastically. Love it. I was recently in Florida, and the minute I get into any sun, especially at the very first part of the summer, I just immediately, boop, my freckles just pop out all over the place, and they're everywhere. So I try to minimize that as much as I can with SPF and hats and everything I can do. However, they still come, and I got back home and thought, you know, let's try to minimize this even more. And I was looking into products, like what was good, what was out there that would really help minimize discoloration and so forth, and just kind of dull that down a little bit. And I was looking into vitamin C formulas, and I came up with this one, and I am really enjoying it. It's The Ordinary. It is affordable. It is kind of a no-nonsense. They don't try to name anything funny names, you know, something cute and sassy. They just tell you exactly what it is. Did I mention it's inexpensive? I really like that part. That's what this one is. And I am loving it. It's an oil-based serum, basically. And you can use it morning or night. Just have a couple drops. It's in a dropper kind of a thingy. Boop, boop, boop. I just put a couple drops in my hand. And it's running down my sleeve. Okay, just a couple drops in my hands. And then I rub, you know, put it on my face and up and down my neck. And it absorbs really instantly, and it just leaves a lovely, lovely feel to the skin. And it definitely has been taking down the pigment of my freckles since Florida, and I'm really enjoying it. It's moisturizing. It also helps with anti-aging, and heck, it's a win-win, and it's inexpensive. Did I mention that? I think this was like $17.80, and for you know, this amount of product that works, heck yes, sign me up for that. So I really do highly recommend The Ordinary. This is a love it. Well, this is new from Chanel, and I thought I just had to give this a try. It is the Rouge Coco Lip Blush. Lip blush, interesting. The idea behind this is you can use it on your lips and you can use it on your cheeks for a blush. It was intriguing me to pieces, so I had to give it a try. I did purchase this one in the color 414. I don't know if it has a name. It probably does, and I'll try to find that for you. But it is by Chanel. It is a double duty kind of a color. Online it didn't look this color, or I would not have purchased it. This isn't a color I would have normally chosen. So I'm thinking it must have looked different online when I purchased it. What I think it's best for is to take with you in your bag. And that's what I've been doing. I keep it in my bag. I find that like I'm out and about, I'm doing things all day, I'll glance in a mirror and I have no cheek color left. Any of my blushes and things have completely gone away, but for some reason my blush just wears away really quickly. So this actually works well for that. And like I say, this isn't a color I would normally choose, but I chose it and this is what it looks like. Now, I'll have to put it over what I'm wearing right now, just to give you a general idea of it. Okay, so it's very kind of orangey-ish in a way. But then once you really get it on, it's a pretty coral color. I really do enjoy it. It's not bad at all. It's very light. I really like it. Now, for the cheeks, what you can do, and I'm gonna completely mess up everything I've done all day, but you're out and about, just do one of these kind of things and just kind of rub that in, and it lightly gives another bit of flush and color to your face. Now that looks absolutely clown-like crazy right now because I'm looking in the thing. But you see what I mean? And then it dries down to like a powder. And it just gives you more color. I probably would never put that much on. I'm gonna have to do the other side. I'm gonna look like I'm insane. I would probably do more like that. And this is going right over my like setting powder. I mean, I have powder on my face and stuff, so this is not even a problem. So once you've done that, you get a little color in your face again. You're out and about, you want to add something. It's easier than getting out, it's much easier than getting out, you know, a compact of blush and a brush and doing the whole thing, and that's a whole big piece in your bag. This is one thing. So for out and about and going around and doing your stuff, and if you want to touch up, I think this is a really good product because it's a 2-in-1. I would have to say it's an interesting product. I'm I'm glad I tried it. I will be using it, so I will get my money's worth from it for sure. I definitely like it a lot. Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze. I think that's a hilarious name. It's invisible. Well, what's the point? Here's my invisible cat. No. I've been trying the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze. And when I first opened it up, I got it in the Fair to Light for obvious reasons. And when I first opened it up, I thought, oh, pretty, that's nice. It's a real pretty kind of, it's got a nice mirror, which is good. It's a real pretty and a real light, which I really wanted. Soft, smooth, finely milled, wonderful bronze. And I just wanted just a general touch of bronze, nothing major. Great. And then I looked a little closer and it looks kind of sparkly. I thought, uh-oh, I do not want sparkles on my face. But I thought, you know, I was getting ready to go to Florida. I would start using it so I didn't look so incredibly pale and see what happens. So here are my thoughts. The sparkle does not show up as sparkle on the face so much. I mean, I actually go to, for all of my makeup things, I go to my highly lit up makeup mirror that has the 10 times magnification. I think it's 10 times. So and I use a little flashlight and I get right up close and I'm looking to see if makeup is breaking up. I'm looking to see if there's any sparkle, the whole darn deal. So unless you are magnified and you have a flashlight shining directly on your face, you won't see the sparkle. It just comes off as a glow. So I do want to let you know that if I mentioned the sparkle before, I have gotten over that. It's not a problem now that I know more about this product. So here is what I do. I just use a largish kind of a powder brush and I just powder a little bit in there and I go around the edges of my face a little bit, maybe a little here, a little under, you know, just do one of those kind of things just to kind of, and maybe a little bit over the nose to make it look like the sun kissed me. You know, I mean, it's so subtle, you almost feel like, did anything happen? If you are very light complected and you get the Fair to Light, this does something. It really does. So I kind of understand why they call it invisible. I mean, it's like, sort of, what's the point if it's invisible? But it's great in that it lightly blends in and it is buildable. So it just gives a little bit of warmth so I don't look quite so dead. And to me, that's worth everything. I am really enjoying this. I find that it's just a good, natural looking, I don't even want to say bronze. I mean, it does bronze a little in that it gives me some life. I guess it gives me a little bit of warmth, a little bit of life in my face. That's what I like more than anything. And I am enjoying this a lot. It feels so good. It's so soft and silky. And here, again, it's just incredible. And it looks almost like nothing, but it's just enough. You know, I mean, when you got this light of skin, it's just enough to give you a bit of warmth. So I am enjoying this very, very much. So I'm going to say I love it. Next, I have two very expensive products that I really wanted to give a good try. Obviously, I'm into face, you know, skincare and anti-aging and anything that will give me any, you know, help in that department. So I decided I would give this a try, and it's the By Terry foundation that has anti-aging skin properties in it. It's an anti-wrinkle serum foundation firming protector. So if it's going to anti-wrinkle and firm while being a foundation, sign me up, which is why I thought I'd give it a try. And I cannot pronounce any of this like stuff it has on here. Let's see if you can. That's what it's called. I purchased this at Nordstrom. It comes with a pump on the top, which is nice. They do say shake it before you use it. It's a very liquidy. You know, it's not wet, I wouldn't say, but it's definitely liquidy. It's not thick in any way, shape, or form. Gives a beautiful coverage. I have nothing bad to say about this except for one tiny, tiny thing, and that would be that after a long, long day of running around all over the place, and whenever I go to sit down at my makeup place and take my makeup off for the day, I look carefully in that mirror again with all the lights, and I shine the light in and it's all magnified. This does tend to break up on me a bit more than others of my favorite types of foundations. So I do see a bit more breakup on the skin with this personally. Others don't seem to be having that problem, so that could be just me. But in general, if it's going to be anti-wrinkling and firming at the same time while you have it on your face all day, I mean, that's kind of a win-win. So I'm kind of thinking that this might be something that I will need a different color in, because this is super light, and soon I will be having a little bit darker skin when the spring comes, you know, slightly. But I will definitely use this all the way through and possibly give this another try. So I think I like it a lot. And I like the idea behind it, that it's doing all those things. And also the same brand by Terry has this same idea in a concealer. Now that's especially exciting for me, because if it's going to also be anti-wrinkle dark circle eye bag serum corrector. So if you're already putting something under your eyes to just sort of correct the discoloration, and it's working on your eye bags, and it's working on your wrinkles, because this is the biggest problem I have in my whole face. I mean, I've got other things going on, but this right here, this crinkly, wrinkly stuff, there's very little you can do about that. And I really work hard to keep that as moisturized as possible and to keep it as lightened and brightened as possible. So this is working toward all of those things. I like it. I'm wearing it now. It's definitely got good coverage. I've been wearing this pretty much, between this and my Catrice, I've been wearing those off and on all the time for the last month. Price-wise, the Catrice is like $7 and this is more like 70. I think it's like 60 something possibly. So keep that in mind, but of course the Catrice is not going to be working towards your eye wrinkles, isn't going to be a serum, isn't going to be helping with your bags and things like that. This does have all that in there. So if you're wanting a bam, get it all done, you've got this, and I guess in that respect it would be worth the price. Now this, I have this one in natural beige. I don't want to go right over my bronze. As you can see, it's like my color. You know, it's this my colored skin. So natural beige is what I have there. So for this, given that all it does for my eyes and it works really well, I would say I love it. Okay, about a month and a half or so ago, I went to Ulta and I decided to try the Clinique Even Better Glow Light Reflecting Makeup Broad Spectrum SPF 15. And I thought I'd give this a try. I had not seen this before at the time, and I'd heard some good things about it. And then I also got questions. I showed that I was trying this, I don't even remember where, I think possibly on my Instagram, I'm not sure. And I got some questions on how did it compare to the IT Cosmetics CC cream, which I love this stuff. This is I never want to be without this. This is great stuff. So what a great thing to do. First of all, let's talk about this though. It's the Even Better Glow, and it's got light reflecting bits in there. When I say bits, I'm not meaning like chunks. It has light reflecting things in the makeup that helps it to be more glowy, and you just look more, I guess glowy is the best way to put it. And I will tell you right now, this stuff is very glowy. I would say it's even glowy to the point where I feel the need to powder my face afterwards, because I almost feel too glowy, I guess. I almost feel like it looks like it hasn't dried. Like I've just put the foundation on and I have wet foundation on my face. It's not quite that extreme, but that's sort of how I feel. And so if you're looking for extra glow, this is your guy right here. It's a little bit, you definitely shake it before you put it on. It wears well throughout the day. It's very light coverage though, I'll have you know that. It's extremely light coverage. It's kind of a wet type formula. And they say light to moderate coverage. I would go more with light. I can definitely see my pigmentation through it. I then put on even a second coat and I can still see pigmentation. And I feel like even like an hour afterwards, I see even more pigmentation of my face through this foundation. So for like the weekend, running around, you don't want much of anything on your face, but it just evens things out and gives you a little bit of a glow. This would be perfect for you. If you're looking for more coverage, I would say probably not. It doesn't break up on me toward the end of the day. So that I like, it doesn't oxidize. Enjoying it very much, but because of those other issues, I would have to say I like it rather than love it, and it does not compare to this in my mind. I would purchase this over this hands down. So there it is. Those are my love it, like it's, or leave it for this period of time. I have several new things I've been trying. I have quite a few that are in the works right now, so I'm sure I'll be coming back real soon for another one. And in the meantime, I thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate it a lot, and I will talk to you guys real soon. Thanks. Bye.